To all of you. I certainly am not going to take too much of your time this evening. I'm sure you heard many people. Truly, the hall also is a reflection of how tired people are. I am primarily here to congratulate Mr. J. Chowdhury for his initiative of doing this International Startup Festival. Celebrations of this kind are very critical for furthering the startup ecosystem in our state, in our country. I keep saying that even small events, you should recognize them, reward them, and celebrate them. And the fact that we got all of them together under one roof today certainly goes, the credit goes to Mr. J. Chowdhury. Congratulations, Chowdhury Garu. Certainly, I think it's important that we think about rural India too, compared to the urban India at this point of time. I keep speaking about number of jobs that require to be created in the country at this point of time. I'm sure there's enough people have read about. You need 1 million jobs every month, approximately 10 million jobs every year. Given the demographic dividend that we have for next 10 years, it is 100 million jobs that you require. And these 100 million jobs, if you go back into research, you'll find that 60% of these new jobs, net new jobs that get created in any part of the world, whether it's advanced countries or evolving countries at this juncture, are all done by startups, small and medium enterprises. So if you now go back and do the math, I won't do that for you right now, but you will require 50,000 startups every year in this country, increasing further as we go into the future. That cannot happen just with one city, one town. It has to be a movement that is going to be there all around this nation. And I think the environment could not be any better than what it is today for people to do the startup. I think there's a progressive government. We heard Mr. Sridhar Babu Garu talking all about the initiatives that they did. I certainly admire him. For the last just about 4 months, they've done the AI conference, they had the Skill University, they had a second skill initiative yesterday. They've also announced the MSME policy. He said he was going to do a 5th one, which is the quality movement very soon. So is the case with the government of India. The Viksit Bharat, some people might laugh at me, but the fact of life is we are very ambitious, trying to target, saying that we will become a $30 trillion developed economy by 2047 is a good ambition to have. Will reach the ambition or not I'm not too sure I'll be around there by that time. But more importantly, it is the fact that you're rejuvenating the environment is what is very important. So the environment is very positive at this point in time, the state as well as the center. But the most important aspect is this technology at this point of time is transforming our lives. I've been in this industry for the last 50 years. I'm celebrating my 50 years with this industry. My first rendezvous with computers started in 1974. Many of you wouldn't have been born by that time. I was a student at IIT Kanpur. And I kept seeing the first time that we saw that, I built my career around computers. I saw the second inflection point in 1990s. Jim Clark was a good friend of mine. He was the guy who was the founder of Netscape. He was then running Silicon Graphics as CTO. He told me all about internet, World Wide Web, search engines. That's what he was working on. I built my entrepreneurship on this particular fact, that is the second inflection point. What I believe is this is a time when the third inflection point is happening. It can't be, even 20 years back, people talked about AI coming in. AI becoming reality, but it took a long time because it was not just writing algorithms is what is important. It's important that we had that complete infrastructure to make sure that we had computing, we had communication, we had data gathering, data storing, and then finally write the algorithms. So the timing couldn't have been any better than today. And what am I doing at this point of time? The third inflection point in my life is to give back. I came back from an event in IIT Hyderabad this morning. Somebody said there are lots of events happening. That's very important for all the events to happen, because if you truly believe that this 50,000 startups have to happen, many more events have to happen, many more deep technology events have to happen. We just did this event this morning, where we do have, what are we trying to do is trying to create an ecosystem for entrepreneurship. we're training people in entrepreneurship, create that awareness to say, what are the qualities that you have in you? So therefore, the sum total is the timing could not have been any better than what it is today. I wish all the next generation entrepreneurs all the very best. Again, congratulations, Chaudhary Garu, for doing this event. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. BVR Mohan Reddy.